Perfectionism is almost what prevented me from uploading this video. I, in all honesty, have been trying to record this intro for a fair amount of time, okay? It's never good enough, so I just start over again. Hello, my name is Fanny Evano, known as the Soulful Therapist. I'm a psychotherapist. This channel is all about psychotherapy, spirituality, and self-discovery. So if that's a subject and a topic you like to explore, talk about, let's have the conversation together. I have been for the longest time a perfectionist. Some will say it's because I'm a Virgo. Some will just say it's because of my upbringing. Who knows? Maybe a bit of both. Let's try to understand the mechanism of perfectionism, because at the end it's something we learn. It's something we've been conditioned to do. It's something that was almost glorified. Example, do you remember that interviews back in the days when the interviewer is asking you, so tell us about your biggest weakness? And you would be like, I'm a perfectionist. I care so much. I pay attention to details, and so on and so forth. And we would be so proud of that answer. Now, the reality of it, it's taking you on a journey of endless unsatisfaction. The very few times you will be satisfied at the end of your task is literally like winning the lottery. It's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely. Let's see if perfectionism is sneaking in your life. I'll give you some examples, and you tell me if you recognize yourself in them. Have you been writing a message over and over and over again before you press send? Have you been perfecting that presentation to the point that the slightest change of shade is so important to your eyes that you might have changed your font 10 times to make sure it's really aligning with your personal branding? Have you been postponing a project for the longest time simply because you're lacking that one thing? It could be time, it could be equipment, it could be material, it could be just because it's not the right time. Whatever is in your mind that's stopping you from doing this task is probably because you're a perfectionist. I'm here to tell you, you can actually do something about it. Even though it might never really go away, you can get over it. You can post that video maybe you want to post. You can launch this project that you have been postponing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, let's have a look at some of the root cause of perfectionism. First of all, it's something we are conditioned into. It's almost a skill that you learn. Maybe you have grown in a family that's putting high pressure on grades, basically performance, and how well you're doing. So you always want to satisfy your parents, and it feels like it's never quite enough, so you just want to continue improving yourself. Maybe you have been the type that came back with super grades, and your parents are just gonna say, oh, you get an A, why didn't you get an A+? And that's killing you. Parents don't realize how much damage they are making to their child when they are saying things like this. And it's probably coming from their own wounded background. Maybe making mistake was a big deal. For example, tripping in the house or damaging something by mistake. You would receive a massive backlash on these unfortunate events. Or maybe you were praised for your performance and not your presence. So let's try to look into the tips to overcome perfectionism. First of all, you need to be conscious of it. You need to realize consciously how much time you are dedicating to a task. You need to be honest with yourself when you procrastinate, what it is that you are trying to procrastinate. And second of all, like, why are you procrastinating? What's the fear? If you go to the end of that fear, ultimately, it's the fear of judgment. Fear of the others looking at us and think it's not that good. And that's horrible. Like, it feels horrible even just to say it. But If this is just what's preventing you from doing it, who cares? Okay, at least you're doing it. At the end, authenticity always resonates with me more than flawlessness. Now, it was not like this in the past. You can try the 70% rule. What is that? Basically, if it's 70% there, it's ready, it's there. Use it. Done is better than perfect. So you got this. Try also to talk yourself like a friend, because I'm sure you're super kind and super tolerant when it comes to the others, but it's mainly towards you that you are literally mean. And if you were that one person outside of you looking at you, would you feel sorry for this person? For putting so much pressure on yourself? If it's yes, well, that's the beginning of healing. And then we can always try to understand where the fear is coming from and just, be compassionate with yourself. So this is it. This video isn't perfect, but I showed up. I'm here, and sometimes that's the bravest things that we can do. Remember that letting go of perfection isn't giving up. It's choosing peace over pressure. If any of this resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What's the craziest thing you have done because of perfectionism? What is helping me now is letting go. I'm now accepting that it's not 100% perfect, but I choose to go ahead with my task even if I think it's not perfect. Ultimately, it will probably never be perfect, but at least I'm taking action. And it's more important for me at the moment than looking into all the small details. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Perfectionism is also often linked with controlling. That's another subject we can talk about. If you are interested about being less in control of your life, let me know in the comment. I'll be happy to prepare a video for that for you. In the meantime, I wish you well. Take care of yourself always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!